Let me do the maths. 600 meters a second.
60 meters a second, or...
Yo guys, what is up this video? I'm reacting to Game Theory, the deadly physics of the Falcon Punch. If you don't know what the Falcon Punch is yet, get the hell... I'm joking. Stay in the video. But, you probably want to go play Smash Bros. I mean, this is the second video I'm reacting to today, which has Smash Bros in it, but that's kind of... Of course, I don't know why. But, the physics of the Falcon Punch, basically, is where Captain Falcon cocks his arm back. Cock is a butt. Alright, and then he punches with the force, and a giant flaming bird appears. But, we're about to see the deadly physics of the Falcon Punch, so let's get into the video. 3, 2, 1, go.
Your word is Falcon Punch.
Falcon Punch.
Yeah.
Falconpunch.
You missed it.
Falcon Punch.
You missed it, that's wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
You
incorrect.
missed the A.
Contestant number 2, same word.
Falcon Punch.
Falcon Punch.
Falcon space
Oh.
Punch.
Nah.
Falcon Punch.
Sorry,
why does that
that's
ginger
still
have
not
such a
right.
deep voice?
Contestant number
It's like
3,
4.
your turn.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
He was at 140% with 3 stock lives until I Falcon punched his new
140%, that's
butt
kinda high.
off the stage.
Falcon
I'm using
Punch.
Ken Falcon. He's a pretty hot hair, I ain't gonna lie.
Falcon.
Yes.
Punch. Falcon Punch.
I see you,
That
Matthew. He's right.
Is correct.
Yes.
Captain Falcon agrees. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, have a stay.
Hello, Internet! Welcome
Yeah.
to Game Theory, where I'm
Gee,
exercising
woman,
3 times a week to
Theon.
get rid of a little paunch of my own. Today we're talking about Nintendo's overlooked bounty hunter, Captain Falcon. You know, come
course.
to think of it, for a family-friendly brand, a lot of Nintendo's heroes, quote-unquote, are employed in the business of viciously hunting down other people for profit. Captain Falcon, and yeah, I'm looking at you too, Samus. For
Yeah.
those of you who might not
Bounty
be aware,
hunters.
Captain Falcon was originally intended to be the mascot of the Super Famicom, but for whatever reason didn't make an appearance until the original F-Zero as one of
mean,
4 playable racers. Even though it's not
if I'm a kid, yeah, and I
explicitly
see that guy
stated that
first,
he
I'm not gonna
is
be
the
playing
main
this.
character of the
course, I
franchise,
see
putting
them
him on
titties
the
and
front of
I'm
the
like,
box
okay.
art and giving him his own 8-page comic in the manual wasn't exactly subtle. He also has one of, if not the best theme song I've ever heard for a video game character. Listen to this.
I never heard this in my life.
We don't
mean-
deserve him. We really don't. But seriously,
bro.
how many of you have sat there watching a round of Smash Brothers and asked yourselves, how fast would I have to punch
Bro,
to create an explosive
freaking fast
flaming
as shit.
falcon around my fist? Well, if that person is you, this episode is for all one of you. If it's not, well,
so
you
fast
should
it
really
causes
pay more
fire.
attention to what you click on YouTube. Seriously, the thumbnail and the title was all about like, whoa,
Yeah, exactly.
look at
Do you wanna-
Captain Falcon punching
Exactly.
with fire. What did you expect the episode to be about?
Exactly.
So
What do you
anyway,
think?
with our flaming fist of a question in mind, I demand only one thing out of you, theorists. Show
that?
me your moves. And buckle up,
Okay.
safety is never a
Oh,
joke.
shit, you meant-
Let's
you
go!
meant that.
So, first question, what exactly is happening when he's punching? Where is that fire coming from? Well, it's not exactly the air that's catching fire, but
not.
the object in motion. While oxygen
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah, okay,
indeed
fair enough.
part of the combustion triangle, we see that we need 2 more things, heat and fuel. In the captain's case, heat and fuel are actually one and the same, his gloves. So, how do we catch something on fire using leather, speed, and oxygen? Sounds like a really lame band name. Can actually be explained pretty easily. Air is a fluid, so when you move your hand through the air, the molecules that make
course,
up
as
the
a
air will
fluid.
move around your hand. But if you take something with a wide surface area, say a fan you flap, you'll
Yep.
notice that it requires a bit more work because now you have more
More
drag,
air
more friction
resistance.
created by the wind resistance. In most cases, the wind will cause things to cool down. That's why you can stick your head out the window of a moving car without
shit
fear of
feels
setting
so
your
nice.
face on fire. But when you're going really fast, and I
That's
mean
when-
really
that's when your face
fast, there comes
burns
a
up.
point when the air just creates so much friction that the object in question begins to heat up. Take a shuttle coming back in from space. Upon re-entry, we're always shown
Burns
this
up.
red-hot, fiery glow on the bottom
my
of the
ass will love to
spacecraft.
eat
In
some
this
spicy
case, the
food.
ship is moving so fast that the molecules don't have time to get out of the way, and they start to compress, thereby creating heat. Now, there are a number of things different between Captain Falcon's fist and a shuttle
pretty
upon
quick.
re-entry, but the principle stays the same. He needs to move his fist so fast that the air in front of his fist becomes compressed and creates friction against his leather gloves. When the friction creates enough heat to catch fire,
I've actually watched some videos about this, like the theory, so I actually know some stuff, you feel me? Yeah, I'm a little bit of a genius. No, I'm not.
we have ourselves the iconic flaming
Oh, good.
fist.
Ooh.
So, how fast is his fist moving in the Smash game?
More than the speed
Looks
of
like
sound.
we'll need the captain to quite literally show us his moves. Captain Falcon is one of the 8 original fighters in Smash.
Yes.
He's been in every single game since. With the Switch being the most powerful system, it's probably closest to how Nintendo imagines the attack to be, therefore the most accurate rendition
maybe,
to
I don't
date.
know.
But for the sake of crossing all the I's and dotting all the T's, let me explain why we're not incorporating the older games into our math. On the N64, the flame actually pops out before the punch is executed. We see the same thing happening in Melee and in Brawl. On Smash for the
Brawl
Wii
was
U,
so
Impact
sick,
delay
man.
is added,
Besides
and there's one
estimating.
additional Captain Falcon fist length added to the end. And by the way, can we just start using Falcon fist lengths as our new standard unit of measurement? Screw metric and imperial, we are all about the Falcon system now. Even sounds cool. Anyways, long story short, in
that
order
does
to
sound
keep the
cool.
frame rate at 60 FPS, animations had to take shortcuts. And since everything's happening so fast anyway, we're given the illusion that the punch is causing the flaming falcon, when in actuality it's popping up before he has his arm fully extended. But then, my friends, we got Smash Ultimate.
Switch,
Theorists, I kid you
the
not, I
amazing
nearly
one.
cried from the sheer amount of joy that overwhelmed me when I looked at how unbelievably easy Nintendo made it to gather data for this theory. Some theories
the one
require
nerd is like,
insane
"Oh, it's so
levels
easy
of
to gather
creativity,
data."
like when we
And
had to
gather
use
data,
in-game
gather data.
compasses and trigonometry to measure the distance of a moon. But with this, everything is laid out just so perfectly. Training mode has a feature that allows you to break down actions frame by frame against a graph paper grid as the game itself perceives them. This means no slowing down of video capture, no interpretations. This is
That is-
in-engine
that's
frame
like
rate,
game
giving us
theory's
100% accuracy about how fast his fist is actually moving in frames per second. We'll mark the frame in which his fist is fully cocked as frame 1, since we need to have a starting point. Frame 2, we see the fist across the body, and by frame 3, we have the full extension,
One
giving
frame.
us 3 frames of animation. Using simple division, 3 frames out of 60 frames in a
3
second
frames?
gives
Oh,
us
my bad.
0.05 seconds. So now that we have ourselves the time, the only thing we have to do is figure out how far his fist is actually traveling. Everything that I've come across online agrees that he is a massive 2.03 meters tall,
Fucking hell.
6 foot 8 inches.
be
Using
a
the grid in the
basketball player,
background
man.
and this taunt, we can see that he just about perfectly lines up with 2 large squares. This lets us know that 1 large square is going to be equal to 1 meter. So now
too much.
let's jump back to the frame by frame breakdown of the punch. From frame 1 to frame 3, we see that his fist is traveling 3 large squares. And given 1 large square is equal to 1
I know,
meter,
does
we
he-
know
he's-
that his
he's on his
fist is
knees, that
traveling
means he's punching
3
his dick.
meters in the span of
He punched himself,
0.05
at least.
seconds. All that's left to do now is to throw it into the equation for speed, and we
Yep.
get speed equals 3 meters over 0.05 seconds. Just do a bit of basic division here.
Let me do the maths.
And
600
we
meters
get
a second.
60 meters a second, or 2 miles per hour. That is a pretty impressive speed, but
I
to
did
bring the
600.
air around his fist to
I'm a
body
retard.
temperature, 98.6 degrees
I thought-
Fahrenheit, in case you forgot, he'd need to punch
He needs
at
to-
least 480 miles an hour, roughly
that is?
63% the speed of sound. So what gives? His fist isn't traveling fast enough to ignite a fire, so where then is the fire coming from? Well, when I was researching his punch, I couldn't ignore the other attacks that ignite his enemies. That'd just be bad practice. Your initial thought might be that
Everything
all of
lights
his
up,
flame
bruh.
moves require some
Punch.
sort of fast
That.
motion, which
Fire.
makes it seem like
Kick
his
fire.
speed is the
Kick
thing
fire.
creating the fire, but here's the thing. Not all of them require motion to activate. In fact, there's
Show you
one
moves.
attack where he doesn't move at all. His
Show you.
aerial special has him grabbing an opponent, holding them close, and then flipping off of them after an explosion.
Fire.
No fast movement whatsoever, but how? At no point in F-Zero does it show him having ki powers or the ability to channel his energy into his limbs. And in the
Yo, do you
anime,
know
because
these
yes,
train
I
bus sound
watched
good?
the anime for this theory, the only time a Falcon Punch is used is in a scene at the end when he defeats Black Shadow. So where then is all of this power coming from? Well, shockingly, the answer is from his belt. No joke, if you're like me and didn't know, well, just about anything about Captain Falcon prior to doing
Pretty
2
much.
weeks worth of research about
I
his
don't know
games and
much.
origin, it may come as a surprise to you to learn that his championship racing belt actually houses the creators of the universe within it. In the game F-Zero GX, Captain Falcon races his nemesis Deathborn in HE double hockey sticks, wins, and he goes to fuse his light belt with Deathborn's dark belt to create the champion belt, which apparently holds the creators of the universe for reasons.
Why? Exactly.
And lights, these two universal forces are condensed in each of our belts. Didn't you know?
As such, the belt
he's like, I'm
houses
just kind of
enough energy to, quote,
Turn this whole galaxy into a pile of ashes in an instant.
turning things into ashes, aka fire. Anyway, this was
Fire?
my reaction to learning Captain Falcon's
That's
lore. Who knew
weird.
that Thanos-level crises were involved in a high-speed racing game? Also, who knew cutscenes could come as cringy as this?
Come off it. You think you can beat me? No way!
So,
You
suffice
can
it to say,
beat
it's probably
me.
not a big deal for Captain
Not
Falcon
a
to make a few
chance.
explosions here and there when he could destroy galaxies just by thinking about them. So, does that wrap us up? Because
Does
it
he
leaves
just
me
think,
in a strange
I'm cool,
position.
fire,
Yes, the
fire.
champion's belt gives him incredible
Fire,
power
just 'cause-
and absolutely solves where the fire could be coming from. The problem is, he's not wearing the belt in the Smash games,
that's-
which means that
that's a
he's
rip in the
back to
chest.
just making fire by needing to move super fast. So, let's look at the problem a different way. How fast does he need to go in order to make his
like Mach
punches
14, I
lit
swear.
AF? Well, theorists, according to information extrapolated from the Journal of Australian Fire Investigators, leather has an ignition point of 212 Celsius. So all we have to do is get his fist to a speed that generates 212 degrees Celsius or 413
Simple,
degrees Fahrenheit
simple,
of
of
friction
course.
created from compressed air. Should be easy enough, right? So let's set the stage. Gorgeous day, not a cloud in the sky. Wario
magnificent.
picks up a
Never
Mr.
here.
Saturn and
Never
chucks
here.
it at an unsuspecting Captain
fucking
Falcon
hell.
because why wouldn't he use another living creature to attack another living creature? Normally, Captain Falcon would ignore this kind of thing, but Wario has a bounty on his head. Before he can get away,
Oh.
Captain Falcon cocks his
He's not
fist
gonna
back,
get away, he's
gathers
fast as
all of
shit.
his energy into
You're gonna
one
spike this.
explosive motion. So here we go. In order for this to work, in 0.05 seconds, Captain Falcon's fist would have to travel 615 meters per second, or
I wasn't completely wrong by the
1,375
600 though.
miles an hour
615?
to cover that distance of
pretty close.
3 meters. In other words, he's punching at a speed 2.8 times
Speed
the
of sound.
speed of sound. Using the
Fucking hell.
formula for kinetic energy, we find out that this would produce 18,146,535 joules of energy, which translates to 4 kilograms of TNT, enough to blow up a car. But that's not even the most impressive
Blow
part.
up a car,
Anyone
not
within
break a car.
67 meters of that punch will be able to feel the force of it going through the ground. Standing 3 meters in front of
that's
his fist would kill you. And if he's within 1 meter of a small structure, he would demolish the building beyond repair. You are so dead in so many ways that you don't even process the fact that there also happen to be flames around it. Yes, it's a good thing they don't abide by actual physics here, because I'm pretty sure they'd nerf that faster than any futuristic
100%, that's
sci-fi
like
raving
instant
bounty
300%.
hunter. But hey, speaking of
just-
things that hit
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought the Falcon Punch was moving like 14 times the speed of sound. I've seen some video like how the quicker the ignition, the more like, the speed it will take. But I guess not. If you guys enjoyed the video though, and you know you love Captain Falcon, subscribe to the channel, check out Game Theory, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.